Good morning, students. So we are back now. Now we will start with our inheritance chapter. We are doing with inheritance, and last day we have seen how to hide and how to use the methods in the base class as well as in the derived class. What is overriding? This type of things we have already done. Now see, it may happen that you are creating a class and you don't want that your class should be overridden, or the data methods and data variables of this class should be extended, or some other class can extend your class. Okay, that means your class should not have any subclass. So in that case you need to do one thing. Java provides a way for doing this thing, that is use of final. Now see, we already know that final variables are constant and they cannot be changed. Now final methods cannot be overridden by subclasses. If you declare a method as final, it cannot be overridden by subclass. And if you declare a class as final, it cannot be extended. You can take an example of the string class. That is, you cannot extend the string class. Okay. Now here in this example we are going to see that thing only. Now see here, in this example 1, first see the code minutely. Okay, then we will understand. You can automatically understand the concept. See, public class final test A. So public final integer equals to 1. Okay, now I declared one variable int final integer equals to 1, and I given the keyword final here. Here again I declared one method. I declared this method as final method. Now here from class B I am creating a object of class A, and using this object I am trying to access and change the value in final integer. I can do that, but when I am doing this thing, it is saying that it is illegal operation. Why? Because this data variable, this variable is made as final. Final means no change. So if I want to change, compiler will give me an error. Understood this thing? I am simply creating a method, means not method. I am simply creating an object of this final test A, this class. Here I am just making another class which is derived class of final test A. So public class final test A, public class final test C extends final test A. Okay. Next, here I am trying to using this method, final method. That time the compiler will also give me an error. Why? Because here see, this final method is made as final using this final keyword. That's why. So I cannot use this method, or I cannot override this method here. Okay, because it has a final method with the same signature cannot be overridden. This is told. Understood? Now see, here I am writing public void final method A system.out.println. This is a. Okay, now here also I cannot use the final method. Why? Means I can use the final method because this is overloading. This is legal, this is overloading. Okay, so here you can see that we can use the final, we are using the final before a variable and a method. Now when I am trying to use this method and the variable in this class, that time it is giving some error, but when I am trying to using means overloading, it is possible. Now let's see about the second example. See here, public final class final test D. Now here see, this is the definition. Now here I am writing public class final test E extends final test D. Now see, this is said as illegal. Now why this is illegal? Because this final test D class is declared as final. So if I see here the top, a final class cannot be extended, it is already told. Now if I want, it may happen that in some scenario I want that my class should not be extended, it should be a unique. Okay, so I am using a final I should use a final keyword before this. Okay, so that way it will be a inherited one. So now I think you understand this concept, this final concept. Now you can see this example again, public class final test A. I used here two final things, one for variable, one for method, and when I am trying to access this, it is giving some error, but it can be overloaded. Okay, and here I am using this final keyword before the class, that's why it cannot be extended. Now you need to understand this concept clearly, because next day we may see some examples, or you can see the examples given in your book only. In next class I will also discuss with these examples given in the book, that is 12.1 and 12.2. So thank you for today. Bye.